I look very pale. I think I got a new camera and I think it's like a better camera, but I also can't tell if there's a setting that I need to adjust or maybe that I really just look like I'm this color. But then also I like worked overtime last night and I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I slept. I set my alarm for like I slept for like 3 hours maybe, and then I had to get the kid up and rolling. But I still lounged around in bed. But while I just yelled like from the bed to hurry up and stuff, so that was good. But still, then I took a big nap. But I'm not on full, wattage today. But I still feel like I look pale. Anyway, again, I think this is how I just look all the time. Anyway, I watched Don't Forget I Love You. Emily Allerup and a guy whose name I don't know, and who I don't know. I don't know that he was that memorable in this movie. I love her from Chesapeake Shores. So, based on that alone, I'm glad that I watched the movie. I do think that they had some nice stuff in there about um, grief and moms or daughters losing their moms, relatable, anxiety, relatable. Um, so those things were kind of nice, but it's just one of those that I think it's kind of maybe a laundry folder. Put it on and fold your laundry. Uh, but it was sweet. It was sweet. I'm glad I watched it. I Yeah, again, he's not that memorable. I don't know that the movie would be that memorable or anything. As far as movies this January, I would say I liked Perfect Pairing better. I enjoyed that one more. Brennan Elliott and Nazneen were just more interesting as a couple and chemistry wise than these two. Um, so yeah, so now I've only got to watch one more, which is Butlers in Love, and I'm probably just gonna hook the two of these together and just make one video because I don't know that I have much to say. Well, I'll probably have more to say about Butlers in Love because it's bad. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm gonna go do it, and then I'll. So I'm not, As always, thanks for listening, but I don't know that this will be the end of the video. So you know what I'm saying. I'm really tired. I just drank coffee too, but I'm really still looking forward to going to bed tonight and like sleeping like a normal person. So I forgot to say about Don't Forget I Love You that it has some of the worst green screen background I've ever seen in my life, and I'll show some of that right now. And then also that there was a scene where the dude's daughter, is wearing these pajamas that are like so cute, and I wish that I could get in my size, and so I took a picture. And also, I'm going to show you a picture of those, and I'm going to show you a picture of like my actual legit phone background. And I would like you to keep in mind that I am going on 52 years old. But I actually think that you're never too old for rainbows and unicorns, especially in this day and age. Like, I'll take all the rainbows and unicorns that I can get. So, anyway, I forgot to say that about the movie. My face is so big. Okay, bye. Good morning. I started Butler's Love last night. It's pretty bad. It's very bad. Um, uh, yeah. I, I don't know what else to say. I do I do like that at least they started with the main character watching a Downton Abbey type of show to show you that that's where she got her affinity for wanting to work for dignitaries and travel the world and things like that, so that it made sense that somebody would aspire to be a butler. Not that it wouldn't make sense that somebody would aspire to be a butler, because obviously people aspire to be butlers because there are butlers in the world. I'm way too lazy. I could never be a butler. Like, that could also too old, not enough energy. Like there are any number of reasons why I couldn't carry all the plates, like one of the tests that they give them. But I'm not that far into it. So I'm going to go back and watch some more, and then I'll let you know. But I don't have high hopes for this. I haven't even finished the one from last week with what's her name, but I also worked like a lot last week. So who knows? Maybe I'll get them both done today. I do have a lot of stuff to do around the house today, but I don't feel like doing any of it. So maybe I'll just sit here on this couch and watch Hallmark. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, okay. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm still watching Butlers in Love, and I don't remember what I said in the first video. I should have gone back and watched it before I started talking again, but I just wanted to share a thought because I had been thinking, like, this dude is supposed to be, I don't know how old these people are supposed to be. Like, I don't know how old you are when you decide that you're going to go to Butler school. And in the case of the main character, generations, I think he just said 6 generations of his family have been, I don't know why I keep trying to hide my chins. They're like, from this angle, they're not hideable. So just like, it's not a thing. I think that what I need to do is like eat fewer burritos. Like I ate a wet burrito today and it was phenomenal, but like I need to eat fewer of those and then I'll have fewer chins. But anyway, I digress as usual. So I'd been thinking, like, let's just say you're like, I don't know, 26 years old, because she's supposed to have gotten her college degree and stuff already. And then she's just working as a, not just, because it's a hard job. She's working as like, in a restaurant while she waits to get into Butler school. So let's just say they're 25, 26 years old. And I'd been sitting here going, if you want to be a chef, just like, go and pursue that, because it's like a big deal to have a passion and stuff like that. Like that's something that I hope that my kid finds. I mean, my kid's only in 10th grade. We've still got time to figure things out. And I really didn't figure out what I wanted to do for my career until like I was 35 years old, basically. So, um, what was I going to say? But I was still like, that being a crisis that you are forced to go to Butler school, I wasn't really understanding. But then he said he feels the pressure because it's a legacy thing and his whole, all these generations, and he doesn't want to end that. And it still seems weird, But then again, I've never met a butler or met like, obviously never met a butler, so therefore I've never met anybody whose whole family had been butlers for like their whole lives. And but I mean, I guess in like, people would probably feel that, where their whole family had been teachers or their whole family had been doctors, or, that was like never a thing in my parents didn't do what their parents did, and they didn't really care what I wound up doing. Like nobody ever tried to like push me in one direction or another, which is good, like, like go figure out your own shit basically. But so maybe that's why I have a hard time wrapping my head around that, because anyway, the other thing that I like about this movie is that the lead actress, like so many times in these Hallmark movies, the leads are like so put together and polished and look like they, um, I don't know how to explain it. Like even when they're just supposed to be sitting around looking casual, they don't look like how normal people look when they're just sitting around all day, kind of thing. But there's something about this lead actress that is very like just normal. There's something about her face that looks like, she looks to me less like an actress and more like somebody that would sit behind you in chemistry. Like she looks like a schoolmate as opposed to somebody who's in movies or something. And I don't even know exactly what that means, but I'm hoping you guys can figure it out, because that's the best way that I can put it. So I like that. It's kind of an interesting choice as far as casting goes, but yeah, I don't know what that means. Do with that what you will. So let me go back and finish. I've got 43. I can't do math. I have 49 minutes left of this movie, so I'll be back. So I'm just sitting here waiting for my groceries to be delivered, which is going to happen any second. You're going to hear a really loud doorbell. But so I'm basically just in my pajamas and my nighttime hair, which doesn't really look too much different than my daytime look, does it? No, it doesn't. I did finish Butlers in Love yesterday. And all I can just say is, I mean, there's nothing about that. There's nothing. The It was fine. I got through it. It wasn't unfinishable. It wasn't as bad as Godwink. It wasn't as bad as the first one that came out this year, which I can't remember the name of, the one with Jen Lilly and the other guy. I don't know. I really don't have anything. It was fine, and I finished it. Is the best that I can say about it. I won't watch it again. It'll be memorable because it had Maxwell Caulfield in it, and I'll always remember what Maxwell Caulfield looked like in Grease 2. Fun fact, he is still married to Juliette Mills. They got married in 1980, and she was like, I think he was like 21 and she was 39. And bless them, they're still together. You know what? That's amazing. So I was glad that I looked that up because of this movie. What else? I don't know. I feel like it wasn't a great script and it wasn't great acting. And I don't know what I don't know if there's a Butlers Academy movie that they could have done that would have been better. So maybe just the subject matter alone, and neither one of them wind up being butlers. So that's fun. It's all about going to butler school that this lady has dreamt of her entire life, and then she decides not to go to butler school. So, it's my groceries. There is something to be said about, changing your mind even once you've pursued certain dreams. There's that message. I went to school and nearly finished all the coursework for my master's degree, and then, didn't wind up doing anything with that because I found the job that I really like. So, nothing in my life has gone as I planned it. Pretty much. So there's that. There's that to be gained from it, that you can have your life not turn out as planned and still be happy. But should you watch the movie because of that? No, I don't think so. I haven't even had any coffee. Maybe I shouldn't have done this yet because maybe there was something else I was going to think of. Maybe when I go back and listen to what I already said about the movie, I'll think of something else. And then another thing. I can't believe... Okay, that's all I have to say about Butlers in Love. I can't believe I talked for 3 minutes really about nothing. With regard to Hallmark, I just feel so dissed that they rolled out the Wedding Veil movie in January, and then they were like, okay, for Loveuary, pretty much we're just going to play that one again, and then 2 more in the series, and then I guess there's some other movie that's coming out. I don't even remember, but like, I can't believe there wasn't like some movie that they could have dusted off and then been like, here's another January movie, instead of giving us an encore presentation of the Wedding Veil to kick off Loveuary. Like, why didn't they just leave that in Loveuary and give us some other January movie? Anybody else feel a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, come on, give us one more movie. And so anyway, my rankings for January would have to be The Perfect Pairing, Wedding Veil. Don't forget in order, like, first place would be The Perfect Pairing. Second would be Wedding Veil. Third would be Don't Forget I Love You. I guess I have to put Butlers in Love at number 4, and then that Jen Lilly movie at number 5. That's how it breaks down for me. Wasn't a very exciting start to the year, except that I did love Perfect Pairing. So, we'll see how the other 2 Wedding Veil movies are, and if they give us another movie in February. So, thanks for listening, you guys. I appreciate you. I'll be back next time there's... Oh! I am excited that next weekend there's a murder, there's something on Movies and Mysteries, and it will be a murder, because that's what those shows are. with Julie Gonzalo. So I will be back. I will be watching that, and I'll be back with a review of that. So see you next time.